Yeah, you are. Oh my God, what is going on here?
Sorry.
Already, right?
Okay. Muy bien, bueno, remember muchachos when we talk about the volcanoes and the geological formation. It's true?
Yeah.
In this case, or the history of these volcanoes, I explained the last big eruption was around the year 1968. Around the year 1968, what happened was like the energy was stored underneath of the volcano was very, very, how we say, strong, and makes a very huge eruption. Okay, so we're gonna imagine that actually in this case, what we see here, John, is the main volcano. It's the Arenal Volcano. Around the year 1968. Okay, and you got the three girls together.
Oh God.
Okay, so before the year 1968. Okay, before the year, so in that way you have a better idea.
Where's the movie camera when you really want it?
Right. Before the year 1968, we only have one main crater. And used to be on one main volcano. The volcano that we call it the Volcano D. The big eruption happened. But the volcano, as you know, like this is the weakest part. The volcano will make an eruption through the weakest part. You know, like the part is not very strong. That's right. So in this case was this side. The side that right now is, look at us, okay? That's right. So two craters show up. The crater A and the crater B. That's right. I love it. So between the year 1968 until the year 1980, the whole activity of Arenal Volcano was focused in the crater A and the crater B. And over here was the area where was located the two towns who was completely destroyed. And over here, it's La Fortuna town, the lucky town, the town that survived. Okay? So that's right. So this is the way you have a better idea. Since the years, you know, for like almost 20 years, these two volcanoes, the crater A and the crater B, big eruptions.
Explode, guys.
You know, like 20. Do the eruption.
Higher.
Yes. Yes. Remember, the D is sleeping, okay? Don't worry, it's coming your turn. Around the year 1980 is when happened something very interesting. The whole activity moved to the crater C.
Oh, there you are!
And the crater C started to grow and grow and grow more and more until one point cover the two craters.
Wow.
So right now what we see is the crater C, where is the smoke coming out, and the crater. You see it, like the way they're moving, like
Yeah, right. Good
and
move.
The crater D. A year, the crater C is growing around 9 feet.
Oh, wow.
Or 3 meters, or the amount of actually of volcanic, or the amount of volcanic product that's coming out of the volcano. That's right.
Erupt.
Yes, it's true.
Do Europe.
Around the year,
Puff of smoke.
around the year 2014, the crater D will cover completely the
Whoa!
and it will be only one cone. This is the reason why from our hotel we can see two craters. That's right. The crater D, that is still the tallest one, with around 1,000 and almost 900 meters above sea level, and the crater C, that is 1,700 meters above sea level.
Wow.
So then that way you have a better idea. Almost 1,900 meters. 19, almost 19. In your case, 1,700, and both of you are gone. That's right.
You're gone. You're gone.
Actually, if all of you just take a look straight to right now, I wish any of you have a chainsaw.
No.
Get rid of those trees.
Not here, but I have one.
If you take a look more to the right, if we can call the tree, there's like a couple of humps. Okay, those humps are like the remnants of the crater A and the crater B.
That's
right.
Those.
Yes,
Yeah.
just the hump. Well, yes, right now they're the kind of hump. Thank you. In this case, in the case of Arenal Volcano, as I explained, it's an stratovolcano. The kind of eruption that this volcano, well, first of all, the lava. Remember the difference between magma and lava? Muy bien. Sarah?
magma is still underneath and lava is when it comes out?
Excelente, muy bien. That's
We
right.
knew
Just
Sarah
to check
was
if you're
listening.
paying attention. Pura vida. In this case, remember that we have this volcano. Some of the rocks pumps out. When the rocks, like actually are incandescent rocks, hit the wall, you see like a kind of white spot. The one that we see right now in front of us. You see some kind of white spots in the wall to the right. That is the lava flow. That is actually some huge rocks, almost 9 feet tall, 9 feet wide, that actually hit the walls, and when they hit the wall, they just split in 2 or 3 parts, and it's when you can see the orange. Why we cannot see the orange right now is because it's daytime. It's pretty much the same concept when you have a cigarette. If you smoke at daytime, a cigarette, you cannot see the orange ash. But if you're doing at nighttime, you can see the orange. So it's pretty much the same concept with this volcano. The kind of eruptions are what we call a pyroclastic eruptions. What means this word pyroclastic eruptions? Well, or like, yes, pyroclastic eruptions are huge clouds, or pyroclastic clouds are. Pyro means fire, and pyroclastico. And clastic, or clastos, come from the rock. So are huge clouds that running at a speed of almost 100 kilometers per hour, more or less, and the intensity inside, the temperature inside the clouds, it's almost 1,000 Celsius.
Are we having a...
Oh, you see?
Little eruption?
That's right, this is a little, like kind of little eruption. You can see some of the white spots to the right. Now, if I was explaining, in the case of, by the way, sorry, we have a new group who's going to join us.
Get up here.
That's right, we have actually the Kid family. Hola muchachos. Sorry, just forgot to introduce before. You already know them?
Yep.
Okay, excelente. So
Use them for
I will do it
examples.
later. I already used it this morning. So I was talking with them this morning. Actually, you used to be able to get very, very close to the very foothill of the volcano. But around 6 years ago, a group of tourists, like 3 tourists with a tour guide, they went further than the limits. With so bad luck that at the moment when they get the volcano did an eruption, and all of them died. The same year was a very bad lucky year. The same year, another group of tourists, they rent an airplane, and the guy who was in the airplane was a kind of rookie guy. And they get too close to the volcano, and they hit the volcano, and all of them died.
Oh my.
That's right. So for that reason is that we cannot approach very close to this volcano. As I told you, this is one very active volcano, and it's very picky volcano. Like for example, today when I visit the national park, they told me like right now they're in yellow alert. Okay, yellow alert means that right now we have more activity than usual. It's not like this volcano is going to make a very big eruption and I have to evacuate the whole group. Don't worry, it can be like a yellow alert like for maybe 4 or 5 weeks until move to the next level when it's the red. Remember that we was talking before in Poas volcano. The volcanoes are different than tremors. They have a kind of patterns or like a main characteristic because before an eruption. We talked about like the amount of tremors, more lava flow, and more small eruptions. So in this case, we know we're safe for the next 40 hours. So don't worry,
We'll
in
be
the
gone
case,
by then.
that's right. We don't have to run for our life. Oh, you see the
Security
right side?
election time.
Yeah, sorry, the right-hand side, you can see the white spots. Tonight, from our restaurant, we have like a very nice view to the volcano. And if it's clear, maybe we can see some of the lava flow. What happens very often, actually, is another reason why we're very lucky.
Look at that. That's a big rock coming right
Wow,
down
that
the
is a
left,
big
the
one.
right
That's
side.
right,
Wow.
you can see the
Where?
white.
See it leaving the trail?
Wow.
Wow.
On the right or
That's
left?
Yeah.
from that eruption.
Yeah.
That was a big one.
There's actually when you see the volcano, they have like a volcano have like some kind of yellow or white kind of marks in the wall of the face of the volcano. The reason is because the wind, when the wind hit the rocks, start to kind of erosionate. Erosionate is the word?
Erosion.
Erosion, that's right. So makes like a kind of sandstorms. So that is the reason why in some areas looks right now. You see to the left where is the sun hitting the kind of face. The volcano looks like kind of yellow color to the left. So actually, the thing that looks like kind of yellow color is just like the rocks that are kind of wasting, for the time, for the rain, and for the sunlight.
Hey, Dan.
Sí, señor.